Virgo, what is it that you're looking for? I feel like Spirit wants you to answer this question to yourself. What are you looking for? I got a few messages here when I was meditating on your energy and an oracle card just to start the reading off. And the oracle card that came out for you is, in my opinion, one of the most powerful cards in the deck. And that is the Dream Thief, Refusal of the Call, number 13. And this card talks about being distracted from what you're really meant to focus on at the time, or that you're not really heeding your call. There's something that is pulling you away from the fate that you've created for yourself, or that you want to create for yourself. And what's pulling you away could be something external to you, a situation, a person, obligations, or it could be an aspect of yourself that is hesitant, reluctant to go forward on the path. But when this card comes out, I pay pretty good attention to the energy and what messages want to come through, because usually when the card comes out, there's a refusal of the call. There's a refusal to really want to get into something or go deeper into something, because often when we have a calling, we have to go to these more complex, complicated, thought-provoking spaces that get us to open up to our path or to our heart's calling. And it feels like, yeah, there's just some hesitancy to do this. And so that I'm getting that we must pay attention right now. So the messages I got for you here, the first thing I got is that you're making your first appearance somewhere, or something you're doing is making its first appearance. This feels exciting. Then I got images, I saw visions of oranges, and something about you being a muse or finding a muse, some kind of inspiration for your work, or you are somebody's inspiration. Then I saw something being placed under a pillow or on a pillow. It felt like some kind of offering that you were making. So maybe this is something that's literally happening for you. You're doing this, or it's more symbolic in nature. You're making some kind of offering before you go into the dream world. I feel like this is related once again to the message, like, what are you looking for? What kind of offering do you need to make in order to gain access into some place that holds the right information for you? Yeah, it feels like there's some offering that needs to be made. This doesn't have to be to Spirit. It could be to yourself, or just some kind of symbolic gesture maybe you want to do. I feel guided to ring this little bell. So yeah, okay. And then right after that is when I got, what are you looking for? Then I saw glass windows. I don't know what other kind of windows there would be, but glass windows surrounded by peeled paint frames, like painted white frames. It almost looked like an abandoned situation or a house that was degrading in some way. Interesting choice of words. Okay, so maybe that's a metaphor. But these windows are what you're looking through, and the frame around the window is peeling away. So maybe some framing you had in your childhood growing up is beginning to peel away, and you're seeing something without those frames or without those restrictions, borders. Okay, and then I heard look. Something about you going back to a place that you've been before, like you're revisiting some place maybe from childhood, or this could even be in a dream. You're going back somewhere, and it feels like you're going back to this place to change the energy, to transmute the energy. And then I saw the Titanic. I don't know. So maybe this place is dilapidated in some sense, or forgotten, or there's some mystery around it. So let's get in further, Virgo. I almost wanted to say vehicle. Okay. And see what comes through for you. For Virgo Spirit, what are the energies that Virgo should embrace at this time? We have seasoned with this slice of the pie, which is reminding me of your birth chart. And the way this is situated would be the 4th house, which is home. Something about a return home or to a lost place or some nostalgia here. So something about your 4th house, which could also be your subconscious patterning, the frames, right? How your worldview was framed when you were growing up, 4th house. So you're seasoned here and maybe understanding how you came to be, who you are. Let's keep going and see what else comes through for the challenge, Virgo. Yeah, there's almost this feeling, I'll just turn this down. There's almost this feeling of being uncomfortable that's coming through. Maybe what you're being called to do right now is making you feel a little uncomfortable. The dream thief. Making an offering on your pillow before you go to bed. That's linked somehow. Hold on, I need to know more about this offering. What are we talking about with this offering on the pillow? With the dream thief. What is that about? Yeah. We have the covenant, a sacred contract. Yeah, this offering that you're making, and again, it could be symbolic, or maybe it's literal, depending on your own personal spiritual beliefs and practices, but it's like by making this offering, you are signing a contract, a sacred contract that moves you closer to your desired reality. And it's almost like without making this offering, and therefore without signing the contract, there's a thief that is able to steal away your dream, or not, or lull you to a dreamless sleep in which you can no longer hear your call. I'm seeing a feather here. Maybe that's significant. Okay. Let's leave that there. Maybe the offering is different for each of you. What that symbolizes. Maybe it's an orange. Okay. Let's see the energies that are presenting an obstacle for Virgo. Speak up and the wheel. Okay, and then we have calling. Refusal of the call. Calling at the bottom. Are you hearing bird callings? Back roads. Yeah, it's like you're taking the back roads home, or there's something going on here where you're traveling back to something. Look at this dilapidated kind of house. Bridges. This is what I'm saying. Maybe you need to speak up about something that is about your childhood or from the past, or the frameworks, the patterning that we are brought up with. You're speaking out on that, or speaking up. Then the feather again, the wheel. So this is in the challenge, the obstacle. There's something you must say. You need to be heard. And that's going to change things for you. The wheel turns. Why is this a challenge? Meditation. Well, you could be planning, as Virgo does, quite heavily on what it is that you're going to say. Or you're seeking answers from spirit. Okay, let's see more about seasoned for the support. Mask and door of dreams. Oh, Virgo. This is for some of you, okay? Some of you are very good. You're seasoned. When it comes to denying yourself access to your dreams, to your desired reality. Some of you convince yourself with the Mask card that what's before you or what's unfolding in your life, or perhaps the easy road, the easy path, or the well-trodden path is actually your dream when it's not. For others of you, if that doesn't resonate, there is a dream that you are protecting vigilantly. This is somehow linked to something in the past, because I'm getting vigil too. When I said vigilantly, vigil wants to come through. Something maybe you're mourning from the past. But you're seasoned when it comes to cloaking your dreams, protecting them, masking them so others can't maybe steal them. Okay, let's get the tarot out and see where we go. Virgo. What are you looking for? What are you? Hold on. What is Virgo? Something about speaking up again. A way to speak up, a way to be heard. You're looking to be heard. We have autumn and sudden strike. You get some shocking news, but not to worry. The universe is taking care of you always. You're looking for a sudden strike of inspiration. You're looking for the right time to say something. Clear the air. Something may be clouding your judgment. Get some clarity and set things right, which is what the meditation card is speaking about. But I feel like there's a message in here about not waiting too long. Don't overthink something. Because it feels like something could, well, the energy is that it feels like something could be slipping away. I'm not saying it necessarily is, but there could be a sense where you feel like something is slipping away from you as you meditate and wait for something to strike, as you wait for clarity, as you wait to speak up and for the wheel to change, to turn. You need to make an offering. Sign a contract. Maybe this is literal, you need to sign a contract. But if not, then it's like you need to make a promise to yourself that you're going to follow through with your calling. Watch out for feathers. I'm seeing them all throughout these cards as big significators, I want to say. Okay, hold on. Can I get some more information on this seasoned? And then we'll get into the tarot. Mischief. The moon. Okay, there's two things I'm picking up on here. The first is that you're very seasoned when it comes to creating distractions or cloaking energies in order to protect yourself. And perhaps this is linked to something with the fourth house, with home, with upbringing. You're very good at that. Almost pretending that you're not answering the call when you are, just so that you can keep your contracts sacred and other energies don't come in to screw things up or to muck around in your business. But this could stop you from speaking up and being clear and speaking your truth or articulating something that needs to be said because you're trying to protect something and keep it in the background. Or the second thing is you're very good at creating mischief for yourself and in your own life where you obscure your own dreams and you convince yourself that you don't have access to what it is that you want to go after. And there could even be a little bit of paranoia here. But if that resonates with you, I feel like because it's coming in this strength position, you're becoming more aware of this. The energy is pretty complicated, Virgo. And I still feel like there's something kind of cloaked and hiding. The Traveler, where you're going. The Thief. Mysteries fell out. Appreciate what you don't know and seek to learn more before you make a decision. See, I feel like that energy of like, I need to meditate, I need to wait, I need to figure it all out, I need to clear the air, I need inspiration to strike, it has to be the right time. There's too many mysteries. This is the thief. This is the dream thief. Those worries, those concerns. They're getting you to stall on your travels or question your plan. Or anybody else who's doing that and asking you to think really hard about something when you feel like you're pretty sure. Okay, Virgo, let's see. For Virgos. There's something you're not talking about. Okay, like some pain you might be experiencing or anguish in some sense. I feel like you're hiding this. Or you're convincing yourself, 5 cups, that it doesn't matter. That you should keep this energy to yourself. Okay, for your overall energy, we have the King of Wands, sovereignty of fire. This is an energy that wants to go forward, that feels very confident about the direction they're heading towards. Let's find out a little bit more. Let's use this deck. Let's find more. Let's find out more, Spirit, about the King of Wands. Calm. Yeah, see, look. The King of Wands, he's not actually riding his motorcycle here. He's kind of stalled, like I said, stalled on your travels. Like, yeah. Everything's calm. I feel like you're trying to keep the peace even, maybe with yourself or in a situation. It's almost like you don't want to disrupt this beautiful natural landscape, peace by the lake, by revving your engine. You know, really peeling out. Oh, peeling. Yeah, glass window surrounded by peeled paint frames. It's like you don't want to peel out of this area because you could disrupt something. It's yeah, there's a nervousness of like to be loud, to be seen, to be heard, to really get something off your chest. What you don't see coming is the hang up, which is the Hanged Man. But I like how this card is called the Hang Up. Hung up on something, which you don't see coming. Hang up, refusal of the call, calling. Maybe someone's going to hang up on you, literally or metaphorically, or you're going to hang up on someone or yourself even. Hold on, what is this, Spirit? You're being asked to do something difficult, okay? And it feels a little uncomfortable. It's a rite of passage, though. And yeah, I feel like there is a big concern that you could be disrupting something or there'll be ripples in the water. But if you don't express yourself in whatever way you need to, whether that's physically going somewhere or speaking or writing something or, I don't know, putting a plan into action, if you don't actually get the energy moving, then it's like building up inside, creating mischief. I'm hearing something like you're stealing the energy from yourself, or the stolen energy is from yourself, or something like that. Okay, the hang up, Spirit, mountain. Why leave the calm lake to go up the mountain? Well, to get a better view, of course. But yeah, that's more arduous. It's going to take some strength, some patience, some perseverance, some skill. So why doesn't Virgo see this coming? Shadow. Okay. Your shadow. Bitterness. Okay, Virgo, I feel like you got to pursue your dream. I know how like basic and cliche that is, that message, but I'm seeing you actually be in a very convoluted energy, whether that's with yourself and your shadows doing some strange things to throw you off course, or whether you're engaging with others who are throwing you off. But it's like convoluted is really the word. It's like there's just so much extraneous worry and things here that I feel like the more you concern yourself with that energy, the worry, the bigger it gets when it doesn't need to be. Something is not going to feel as hard as it looks. Yes, that's what you don't see coming. Something is not going to feel as hard as it looks. And you will be confronted with your own shadow. And that part of your shadow is the part that doesn't want to disrupt the calmness, or doesn't want to that wants to keep everything calm. That doesn't want to be in a confrontation. And I feel like by avoiding doing whatever you need to do, or say whatever you need to say, or confronting whatever you need to confront with yourself or with someone else, it's like if you avoid that, then you're hanging up on the call from Spirit to follow your dreams. Your opportunity is the 3 of Swords, the 3 of Air. Why is this an opportunity? Rest. Going back home, something placed under a pillow. The Tower. Whoa, okay, yeah. So this is the message, Virgo. It's like, yeah, you're going to have to face causing a tower, being in the middle of a tower situation, there being disruption. Look, sudden strike. It's like this is what you're looking for, the sudden strike, the breakup of the rigid energy. You're looking for freedom. You're looking for a way forward. That's what you're looking for. But you're not doing what you need to do to go forward, or you don't want to be the one causing the disruption in the energy. This feels kind of specific, so it might not resonate for you, and if it doesn't, that's okay. But Spirit is saying the opportunity with the Three of Swords and rest is that once you do whatever it is you need to do, or even maybe it's admit that you're refusing your own calling, that Spirit has a path laid out for you and you're refusing it, and you just need to admit it to yourself. For some of you, okay? Others of you, you know what your calling is, but you're very good at convincing yourself of all the reasons why you shouldn't do something, or why you should take a much longer time to put the plan in action for your own protection and safety. But Spirit's saying you don't need that right now. You're good. You can go forward. It's not going to be as hard as you think it is, but it might cause a disruption. You might upset the status quo. But once you do that, or you confront that fear of that happening, then you'll be able to rest. Those feelings of misery, of pain, of breaking your own heart or being heartbroken by someone else, they'll begin to soften. They won't be taking up so much energy because you're holding it inside. I feel like I'm being very forceful with you. And I feel like that's an expression of your own energy, Virgo. There's a part of you that really wants this to happen. The Wheel, speak up. The Star for the challenge. The Star represents your destined path, your desired reality, healing, feeling guided. And that's the challenge. No, that's too many. Let's get one or two. Barrier. I'll put all the names of the decks in the description box below. Barrier. Yeah, see, like, you're making something much bigger in your head than it actually needs to be. And I'm sure you have good reason for it. But let this message bring you some solace that it's not going to be as difficult as you think. It's like you're looking at this huge fallen tree as a barrier for you to get to where you need to go. But it's not really. I mean, you can just jump over it, step over it. Suppose if you're on the motorcycle, it's a little bit of a barrier. But we can see the end of it here. So you could even walk around it, or ride around it, or wheel around it, or whatever it is you need to do. There's another way. There is access. Okay, so your advice, the Moon, which is to look at your fears, to ask your shadow, hey man, what the hell's going on? Why are we blocking ourselves here? What are we really scared of? Ask yourself that. See if you can get some answers. Pay attention to your dreams. And embrace the unknown as well. The moon energy. We don't know what's going on in the dark. We can't see past the moonlight into the shadows. But sometimes when we go into those shadows, the unknown places within ourselves or out in the world, we find what we're looking for. What are you looking for? We find the gold. We find the path. We find the dream. We find the Ace of Pentacles, which is your outcome in the next 3 months. We find the seed to plant. Or we find that the plant is already growing, that we seeded a long time ago. So Spirit's saying, where you're most afraid to go within yourself, or what you're avoiding, if you try to talk to yourself about why you're doing that and what that's all about, you'll begin to see the opportunity that exists there. Ace of Pentacles, for what's going to manifest in the next 3 months. that's a rooted opportunity, an opportunity that's already taken root and that will manifest in the material realm. It's not just energy, it's a concrete realization of something you want to occur. But the advice to get here is the moon, is to face the fear, is to not allow your dream to be stolen, and to heed the call of your sacred contract. Virgo, I'm going to go into an extended reading. In the extended, we go a layer deeper into this message. We see what else is underneath all of this and whatever else wants to come through. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you don't want to go to that, you don't like that idea, then please trust that you received all the information that you need right here, right now. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.